But we are looking for citrus, caramel, and a berry jam. It smells delightful. Le choo choo. Ho ho. We choo choo choose you. I see train. I throw in tree fitty. It's the way of the world. But what did that Loch Ness monster do to you? We'll see what we get. I'm looking forward to it. It should be an interesting. It took 10 minutes to get through that hype train. You guys are amazing. But let's take a taste, shall we? Ooh. The coffee is cold. It is very lukewarm. Coffee. Okay, so caramel right off the get-go, right? That's delightful. That is lovely. Hot Pud, you picked an excellent coffee here. And I'm not just saying that. So it starts off with the caramel. It's very forthcoming. This is a very non-bitter cup of coffee at all. It's very, very smooth. You let me know. I'm in. Once the caramel dies down, it kind of hits you with that citrusy taste. And then, ooh. And then after this, probably overlapping the citrus, hits you with that berry. That is, when you said that you looked up really good cups of coffee or really good coffee beans or whatever, you weren't wrong. This is great. So, it's not complex at all. It's very straightforward, very smooth. I bet you I could have gotten this without the tasting notes. It's quite delightful. For a light roast, at least I assume it's a light roast, just based off how the beans look, what flavors we're going for. The berry is really interesting. It almost tastes like a jam. It's very simple, but very delightful. Hey, how we doing, Alpha? Daddy did good. Good job. I thought the citrus and caramel would be like too conflicting, like kind of the sweet and sour. But not too bad. It flows pretty smooth. I think if it would have been a darker roast, it probably would have been too bitter to pull that off. And thank you for the shout out to Alpha. I am but a simple man. Thank you for the shout out to Midnight as well. But that is the citrus, or the caramel to citrus is a very smooth transition. And then it tastes like you just took a piece of jelly, like not a piece of jelly, but like a spoonful of jelly and just shoved it in your mouth at the end of it. That is delightful. The only question is how delightful. You know what I mean? Is it that level of delightful? No, because it's not grape jelly pops. It's like a little jelly pack. Yeah, that's actually probably fairly confident, or not confident, but a very good description. It's I was quite surprised as to how well it all blends together. I mean, how else do you do it? She tried, but she fell into another box. Devin? I'm probably, I think we got a dime. That is delightful. I'll give you a 10. That's a good choice. That's a great cup of coffee. I'll give it to you. That's good. That's a great cup of coffee. I would probably put it under I'd probably put it under the... Give me 1 second. Let me look here. I want to look at my ratings here. It's not as good as... What was that last one? That Mexican Chiapas? Not quite as good as that. Just because that one was like knocked my socks off out of this world. But that's probably the second best cup of coffee we've rated. That is delightful. No, I didn't. I won't. No, she's a 10. That is a grade A cup of coffee. I'm looking forward to drinking on that all week. No, you're delightful, Riker. All of you guys are delightful. I know. It's terrifying, isn't it? We only have one dark roast on that dime list. And 2 medium roasts. And now we have a light roast. It's like, to think how far we've come. We've come from, I know, audible gasp, a light roast. I gotta check to see if it's a light roast, though. I don't know if it is I mean, they look pretty light. I mean, it might be a light medium. I'll have to do some research to see. Actually, it doesn't tell me. Oh, and one of it's kind of hazelnutty too. Okay, that explains a lot. No, it doesn't have a roasted. I was curious if it had a bring some to our bowling tournament. I don't know if we could or not. But yeah, it's funny. The more we drink these different types of coffees, the more the palate changes. It's weird for sure. It's kind of like vegetables when you're growing up. Now, dark roast will always have a soft spot in my heart, for sure. I remember that first Ethiopian we drank, and I'm just like, oh man, this is real. But then again, that first roast rate that we did, I had never ground beans before, and I had no idea what I was doing. So I would definitely say we've come a long way. I am super excited to be drinking this. This is a very delightful cup of coffee. Thank you so much. And one more time, Hopud, thank you so much for the suggestion to doing these ratings once a week. It has been a delight. Expanding the palette of all of these different flavors. It's been a great time. It is March. It is time for the Irish. But give me a minute. We will go fill up our coffee cup. Thank you guys again so much for the support, for the hype train, the level 7 hype train. You guys are nuts. But I appreciate it. I hope to keep pumping out good content for you. Content that you enjoy. Content that you want to sit here and watch. In the meantime, we're going to continue to struggle with these QTEs and controls of Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy. Or Prophecy, right? I don't know. It's been an adventure today, that's for sure. But yeah. But give me a few, and we'll be right back with some more. Thanks for bringing the idea to life. I can't. It means a lot, buddy. It means a lot. I can't. I will never, ever, ever be able to say thank you enough. I don't even. What the hell? Prophylaxis. And I will not forget your squats with claps record. Don't you worry about it. But give me a few. I will actually, because I have the... no. That's for me and him time. I'm sorry. But I will give you guys a banger to listen to that I know is not copyright. And we'll be right back. Stick around.